Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to take a look at what is most likely the absolute best free-to-play team for Zatanna. Because in the previous video we took a look at how insane Zatanna plus Raven is when you have Beta Club and the high star rating Raven and the high star rating Zatanna. And while the star rating can be achieved, Beta Club is not something you are very likely to achieve without spending real money. But no worry, because there's an amazing use for Zatanna for the free-to-play side of things as well, and it's gonna be another video from Night Fury. So make sure to check out Night Fury, the best channel of Injustice 2 Mobile when it comes to solo raid content. Subscribe, I'll put the link in the description, the pinned comment, show this man some love. Now back to this video. So we're going to have League of Anarchy plus Zatanna. Now, Night Fury has a problem with this, but it's a problem that most of the people will not encounter. He did it only for entertainment purposes to see how it works. His League of Anarchy is actually strong enough to do 2 billion damage without Raven or Zatanna. But I don't know about you, but my League of Anarchy Harley is doing at best, in Dark Knight soul rates, where I have a lot of passive stats, is doing at best 1.4 billion, nowhere close to 2 billion, and I think for a lot of you that percentage is far lower, and you usually have to use Raven to achieve that. What if I told you can use Raven within our team, and you can actually achieve that with the Zatanna pick? But yeah, let's get into this fight, and then I'll explain why and how this works. Over here we got his Harley. His Harley is very strong. He's got Dark Metal cards, 500% crit damage with Dark Metal cards. He's got lethal attack chance because he's got some lethal attack damage on the Dark Metal cards and on the talent. And while that's important, it's fine if you don't have it. You don't have to have the artifact bonuses or even the epic talent. You're going to be fine. It's gonna work fine regardless, pretty much. And this is the artifact that he's using. Again, lethal attack damage, not even level 10 or full bonuses on that, so this could be taken so much further. But again, this League of Anarchy is already able to do 2 billion damage in theory. Not sure if in every single, but yeah, for sure in this one, because he's got level 10 artifacts for passive stats. So we have Zatanna at 7 stars here. Again, most of you will have it at a lower star rating, but that should be fine. And it's a hybrid build. We talked about that in the last video. It's kind of the same type of build that I have, not the same build, but the same type of build. And the bonuses on this one are kind of irrelevant for this fight. It's just gonna be there for passive stats and to make sure that she's alive. The Lex Proportion is gonna make a weird shield around her whenever she uses a special. Just don't mind it, it doesn't impact the fight in any way, shape or form. It's not necessary, just here for the passive stats. And this passive is maxed out, and this will play a very big role in this one. And this will play a very big role in this one. You need to stack this one to max and as much as you can of the other one, because there's something specific we look forward to stacking from the first passive, but it's not necessary to stack all of it. And also the health reduction will play a pretty decent role in this one as well. Now, getting into the fights. He's gonna fight Boss Harley, and this is not the most optimal fight actually, but considering his level of artifacts, this will not be a problem, because usually the problem here is dying. And he's gonna cycle between EPI and Zatanna at the start of the fights, not really tagging in Harley much. Because first of all, we need to stack that damage passive and get our percentage health damage out of the way. It's kind of how you'd use Batman Laughs at the start of a fight and then use the rest of the team, but here it's actually also helping the rest of the team. EPI in there again. Zatanna in there with a swipe down and special 2. Or percentage health damage. The damage buff is almost already at 200%. If you have a lower star rating Zatanna, you're gonna be fine in terms of that buff. You're gonna be almost working at full potential, because you're gonna stack the buff slower, but you're also going to reach the 200% already. You're going to be able to reach 200%, it's just that gonna stack lower. Or 300%. Boy, I might be wrong about this one. Does it actually go higher at higher star ratings? Hold up. Hold on a second, we need to actually vibe check this, because I might be talking trash here. Where's the, okay, not this one, the one previous. Up to 300%, right? And my Zatanna. Yes, also up to 300%, not 200%, I don't know where I get that idea. So even at 3 stars, as you can see, this is 7 stars, this is gonna stack much faster, but both of these Zatannas are going to be able to reach max potential. But yeah, getting back to this fight, this is roughly where we left off, I think. 170% damage buff. Pushing her to a corner. I don't know why I had the idea of 200% damage, not 300. But yeah, it's good that it stacks. Gets hit there a bit, that's fine. And special 1 in there. That's gonna be 300% damage. Now there's another passive that might be helpful here, though I don't think it's worth actively pursuing, or at the very least actively triggering it more than one time. And that's a passive that also scales with the star rating, but we got most of what we need. So stun from EPI, Harley in there, look at this. Look at this, 15 million damage per hit. It's not the values you would get out of Raven. Raven would give you higher values, but it's going to be good enough to pretty much one-shot everything, because with 3 fast seconds, just look at this. Look at the health flying off of 2 billion targets. Gets a super move there. That's fine. Harley back in there, special 2 of her own, to inflict the stun. Doing some basic attack hits here. Another special 2, and the huge upside of this is that unlike Raven passive, you don't need to constantly stack it or refresh it. You get it done once and it's gonna be up for the rest of the fights. We even saw 2 billion on jump attack, and there we go. That's an easy one-shot overall. And now I wanna take a look at something as a little bit of a comparison here. Okay, so I dug a bit in Night Fear's channel, and this is a video that he made, a very cool video yet again, you should watch, of Harley one-shotting 2 billion targets without the Zatanna or Raven or anything. His Harley is just that strong. And for him, obviously, it doesn't matter that he's got Zatanna with this team, but for most of us, it matters a lot that Zatanna is able to be used in this team. And we can take a look as a comparison at the damages done in this video of Harley in terms of dot damage compared to the damages done in the video uploaded now, because it's roughly the same Harley. It's not too old of a video, and it's roughly the same artifact level. So there we go, stunned. And 6 million is kind of the highest value we're going to see on swipes, and obviously compared to what's gonna happen over here, it's gonna be a much higher value. Yeah, that's quite the difference, not gonna lie. From this 6 mil to 15 mil, that's absolutely insane. And yeah, let's get a little bit into why it works. When it comes to damage buffs in Injustice 2 Mobile, you want them to have double stacking, and you want 2 of them. I explained that in the previous video, I'm gonna explain it again. So Harley's going to deal dot damage on basic attack hits. That's a passive of EPI. EPI gives Harley dot damage on basic attack hits. Now that dot damage depends on the damage she deals on basic attack hits, so the basic attack hit can crit and give her more dot damage. Now that dot value specifically can also crit on its own. Now it is further multiplied by this passive of Harley, which gives you more damage against stun targets. Which, if you use Harley as support character, and I've tried for our characters, it's not really that much damage. But for Harley it is, because first of all it decreases the damage of the basic attack hit, and that in turn increases the damage of the dot that it provides, and then further increases another time the dot. And on top of all of that, you're going to add another stacking into the mix, where you're going to also get double stacking of damage on basic attack hits and then dot, and a little bit more on basic attack hits because of the passive that gives you more damage based on the enemy's missing power bars, though that's not gonna be something too relevant or too good. So that is why this team works, and it is indeed an insane team. And yeah, well, that being said, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, disliked it if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. And check out Night Fury, really. Links in the description and the pinned comment. I'm waiting. Subscribe to him, and to me, by the way, if you're here. Anyway, goodbye.
This is the future.